Today's the 9th of June 2013. I'm bringing you the Capricorn full moon that will occur on the 23rd of June 2013 at 7:33 a.m. East Coast time here in the U.S. Full moons are action time. Sun and moon are as far apart in the sky as they can be from our perspective here on Earth. So moon, where we've been, what we know, um, and the sun, where we're trying to go, and kind of trying to head to what we think is right, or what we believe can happen, are as far apart in the sky. So when you take action, you know if you're heading back to something that was, or if you're moving forward and like, all right, I'm experiencing new. So the time from the full moon is of action. A lot of people say completion. I don't disagree with that, but it's about getting out into the outer world and taking action on what it is you feel, believe, and think at the time. Because the full moon's in Capricorn, the moon's not well positioned, as it's in the sign that's opposite of the sign the moon rules. Moon rules Cancer in astrology in the 4th house. Capricorn rules the 10th house, which is opposing that. So the moon doesn't do real well as far as from the emotional state. So you may find that as an issue. One question I'd ask all of you with all these water signs that are getting ready to be dealt with some slower moving planets, with some of these faster moving planets, is, are you experiencing energies from the past? Are you longing for something? Are people from your past coming back, or are you seeking people from your past? That's an issue right now for all of us. We're trying to let the past come in to kind of change it, so to speak. I firmly believe you can change your past by coming to a deeper understanding of events that occurred back maybe when you were younger, and didn't have the capabilities or the understanding you have now. And so a lot of that's going to occur as we go through this summer. This full moon could be a big part of that, because Capricorn rules time, the physical plane, any type of large government structures, military. In this full moon, you're going to see all those things continue to come to the surface. Pluto's going to be heavily involved as it's 10 degrees Capricorn, so the moon's there. So you're going to see some people try to take power, take opportunities to take action to control or dominate. Definitely for this country, we're going to be dealing with that as the sun's now in the natal sign of the USA, and Pluto's in its natal sign when the USA was formed. So with this moon, I think you'll see some action, maybe not against the US, very possibly could be. I don't want to put too much fear out there, but also the U.S. will maybe take action. It's not going to make sense. Trust me. Pluto and Uranus are squaring, and that's continued since the March of 2011, and so that's just going to continue. The chaos is pretty intense now, as Pluto and Uranus are 2 degrees apart. Remember, Uranus being in Aries, we all need to frontier and move forward, and pioneer things. With Pluto and Capricorn, we need to dig up uh, anything that's been created on the physical plane, and just come to the conclusion if we need it or don't need it, and move on then from there. These are deep soul lessons that happen over a 248-year period, so, as far as Pluto's concerned. So know that um, you dealing with Pluto and you dealing with this has happened over a long period of time. You're not going to get out of it in a minute, but it's also something that if you keep working at, you can really uncover some truths that are going to be valuable for you. So I hope you do that during this full moon. Now, every time the sun comes into Cancer, we long for things. So I would ask you again, um, if you are longing or wanting to go back to the past, or wanting to rehash something that's gone on, this is going to be a moon and a time that you'll probably do that. Jupiter will be in Cancer on the 25th, so we're only a couple days from that. So Jupiter's going to be heavily involved here, with our abilities to move forward. That's why I think we'll see powers to be try to take some action here, either for the U.S. or against it. My leanings are against it, because they are not doing much to improve this country, as I see. Um, and so it looks like it's stacked against us, and we're really having to address what we've done and who we've become since we were formed in 1776. Now, with Saturn in Scorpio, one of the issues here is and will continue to be, is in 83 to 85, the last transit of Saturn through Scorpio. We had to deal with deep-seated soul issues, and we had to deal with them. Saturn makes us do that. For some of you that weren't old enough to truly deal with them, you may have dealt with them through feelings or misunderstandings, but now if you are older and old enough now, as Saturn's transiting through Scorpio, find Scorpio by house in your natal chart, and this is where you can get a lot of work done to become something more, through a timeless kind of energy, as Pluto and Scorpio rule the soul. So it's about getting to those areas that you're really afraid of, and that's where you're actually relinquishing power. When you fear something, you relinquish your power. This is time to get it back, not for just your own sake, but for your environment's sake. So hopefully, with Saturn being there in Scorpio, and the eclipses, and North Node is in Scorpio, you can do this. Remember, the eclipses are where the universe says you're ready. The universe says uh, you can do something about whatever area of life Scorpio falls in your natal chart, and the universe says that it's going to support you, or give you an opportunity to do something about that area of life. Saturn says you must tend to that area of life. So you got the universe behind you, and you got Saturn saying, let's do the work. So let's get this done. Finally, in this Capricorn full moon, this is where we have to do our part. So you're going to have to stick with, get after, wherever Capricorn falls in your chart as well, and take action in that area of life. And it may not be pleasant, which I'm not saying it has to be unpleasant, but you're going to have to get some work done and get moving in this area. Take action wherever Capricorn falls, and change your physical environment by dealing and bringing things up from your past and changing the way you understand things. Huge opportunity for that to happen. A lot of the subconscious energies are coming as we have all these planets in the water signs. So I'm hoping that if you take action on the physical world through what you feel and what comes up and how you deal with the past that's emerging in your life, things can change and you can move forward and totally transform your life. So I wish you the best. Good luck with this full moon.